The following program is intended for mature adult audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. You have been warned. Thank you.
Welcome back to Flavored Enemy. We've got a nice little legacy going for you here tonight. Tonight we are in Douglas, and we are beginning in the Cairn Stadium, where we are met by a loud and cheerful crowd and a very, very smartly dressed high elf with a very, very suspect look upon his face. Though one could say it's also a charming look. There is a stage off to the side upon which he stands. He faces the crowd, holds up both hands in silence, waits for the noise to drop before he begins to speak. Humans, fae, and fair folk, good evening. I am Marcus Quintilius von Collingdor the 27th. I would like to welcome each and every one of you to the first ever Vitore Championship Games. Here tonight, you will be competing, that is, our dear champions will be competing for gold and glory. Glory to last until the end of days, and gold to last until next Thursday. I kid. The gold is going to be in the amount of 10,000. Now, we are here, in fact, as honored guests of both the Royal Crown, and he's going to wave and bow exaggeratedly in the direction of Queen Winter. And also, by the grace of the sinner. Now, who's ready for bloodshed? With a roar from the crowd, and a wave to the gates at the far end of the stadium, which opens, out walks first the champions. Now, first in line for the champions, we have... Sorry, I had to look at my notes real quick because I
No problem.
completely blanked the fuck out for a second. We have someone who, if I'm not mistaken, might have been a doctor at one point in his life. You there, Doctor Man, can you hear me?
Yes, Dr. Bisman Clay. Once a doctor, always a doctor, unless you, I guess, get your doctorate removed, which I have not.
Because that's not suspicious at all, eh? Now, who are you and why are you here?
So you see Bisman is a massive man in a plague doctor's mask. He has kind of a wide-brimmed hat, a mace and a shield at his side, and a great sword on his back. And he kind of looks up proudly. You can't see his face, but the beak of his plague doctor's mask tilts up. He says, "Well, I'm here as a volunteer for the games. My purpose here is twofold. One, although we may have fun with the bloodshed, I do intend to help out my fellow champions should they fall or sustain any grievous injuries. And my second purpose is to win the gold to fund my militia. You see, I am a doctor, so I know disease well. And what I do know is the greatest disease of all is crime. You see, crime is a plague, but I'm not talking about the thief on the corner. I'm talking about the deep-rooted crime of nobles from the highest seats of office to the lowest weaselly lawyer. My group seeks to uproot the binds of corrupted systems, so that all people may live peacefully and happily.
Oh my, nobility too? That wouldn't by any chance include the wonderfully delightful Queen Winter, would it?
I look up to Winter, and I say, well, nothing has indicated to us that she should be suspect.
Sure. If you ever would like a fight, you simply have to come up and ask. I'll give it to you.
Now, Your Highness. All in good time. Now,
Bisman bows out of respect to her.
Bisman, who's that there behind you? Feel free to take
Oh.
orders to follow.
All right. It seems to be a panther man.
My name is Samson Panterabel. And you see, right now he isn't in his full panther form, but he does have a long panther tail that kind of swishes behind him. He's wearing boxing shorts, and he has wraps around his feet and not around his hands. His hands are slightly calloused and scarred. He's about 6'8" right now. He has sort of slight fangs kind of peeking out from under his, or from over one of his lips. And he has thick black hair with a few streaks of white in it. And soft green eyes that just kind of look focused and determined. I am Samson Panterabel. He also wears a necklace, just a simple black cord necklace with a little lopsided wooden heart on it, and he has a flaming heart tattooed on his left hand.
Well there, Samson, was it? How lovely it is to make your acquaintance. You are quite tall, dark, and I suppose we could say handsome as well. Now, what brings you to this wonderful stadium this evening?
I was a boxing champion in another life, but recently, while I'm mostly content to run my bar, I'm currently looking to raise the money to send my son to Bard College. I mean, the bar pays for itself, but not much else. And you know how expensive that is for absolutely no reason at all. And he kind of pointedly looks at Queen Winter.
You beat me in a one-on-one fight, and I'll give you your child a free ride. All expenses paid.
My, not one but two. Two very judgmental encounters with the Queen already. And we haven't even gotten to the first round of actual fighting. It sounds to me like we might be in for a treat this evening. Now, Samson, the other option beyond fighting our wonderful Queen. You win tonight, and there's 10,000 gold that you can go home with.
That is definitely my intention. I'll probably challenge the Queen later, maybe. I also have this thing lined up to go on a ship. That should be fun. Definitely won't be traumatic at all. Or dangerous.
I certainly hope it is a lot of fun, and that you do win. Make sure that you do have all 8 remaining lives, because trust me, you're going to need every single one. Now, how about you move out of the way and introduce the wonderful person coming in behind you?
I find that slightly offensive, but I will take it. And he turns to look at, I guess, Frankie.
So you guys see a 7'6" Goliath wearing a baseball uniform, walking out into the ring with a baseball bat on his back, wearing on the back it's got his numbers 97, and on the front it says Cult dragonfish, and it's got the symbol of the dragonfish on the center. He is a Goliath.
Well, before we had tall, dark, and maybe handsome, now we've got tall, gray, and not so quite handsome. Hey there, friend, how are you, and what brings you in tonight?
I'm here to raise awareness for a mashbat, because mashbat's a great sport and all, and I'm a pretty handsome guy myself. I don't know if you can call yourself handsome, but it's the way she goes.
Trust me, friend, by Elven standards, at least where I'm from, I am drop dead gorgeous. Now then, friend, how about you
If
drop
you
dead?
say
Haha,
so.
JK, watch it, Cap. Introduce the last lucky competitor right behind you.
Come on out, Kyle.
Oh, fuck yeah, bud. This 6 foot nothing. Blonde hair, blue eyes. As Caucasian as you can imagine.
Oh no.
Walks in. His structure is very much in a triangle. Large, broad shoulders, some muscles in the arms and stuff. His hands are calloused. All he's got on is this, loose tank top and these shorts. No shoes. Well, he just kicked them off. You can see his flip-flops over by the, entrance of the arena. And he's just sort of, finger gunning around and sort of just, looking up at the tall guys. And walks up to Samson and is like, "Oh, hey! You're pretty fucking big, ain't ya?" And just sort of, pushes his fist into his shoulder a little bit, broski style, and sort of walks out and sort of raises both his hands up and sort of addresses the crowd and it's like, "Y'all ready for fun?" And gets nothing.
No, we're not! Shouts some random guy in the crowd.
Yeah, fuck you too, bud. Meet me outside.
Easy
Why
now,
don't you
friend.
meet me outside?
Hey, you in the
I told you
back.
first.
Hey, oh.
Save it for later, after the events, friends. Now, you kid, are you sure you're in the right place? Because you're looking a little lost. Sure?
Kyle, looks around. Oh, you mean me?
Yes, I mean you, friend. You're the shortest one present.
No, look.
What? Specifically?
I understand.
Okay.
Let's just sort this out in the ring. Okay. I got my invite just like everyone else.
Well, to be honest, was expecting something a little more... I don't know, a little more. Now, Kyle, was it? Well, you did receive an invitation, apparently. Who are you exactly, and why are you here?
The name's Kyle, and he sort of power poses. I am here to things. I've spent a lot of time getting good at punching things. Yeah.
My. How eloquently put. Thank you, Kyle. Now, Kyle, I am just dying to know. Have you got another name? Like a family name, a surname? You've got we can attach it
no,
to?
it's just Kyle.
Kyle, just Kyle. So you're a one-namer
the
like
old man. I got rid of that. The old man sent me off to the monastery because I had anger issues. Yeah, fuck the old man. Just Kyle now.
Oh, I see. And I do know a guy who would gladly fuck the old man if you would like. I can get you his information after the fight, if you live, of course.
Ew.
Now, before we get started and we introduce you all to your lovely competition, I do have some wonderful information that must be shared between each of you. Now, over here to my left, and Marcus is going to gesture down and dramatically at a little table with a wooden chest. Inside this chest here, there are some faux gems. You can each take one, crush it, and it will award you a fun little treat to assist you throughout the extent of this campaign. Now, are a different color, and you will notice that there are 2 of each. However, you can only take 1 of each, and each of you only have 1 of each. Make sense? Good. Now, let's move on to determining what it is each of them actually do. So, should you get purple, you will be awarded +1 to your AC. Fucked up. I wasn't supposed to tell y'all that.
We will ignore it.
Oh well, moving on. There's purple, there is blue, there's green, and there's black. So, one of you go first and pick one and move on.
Yo, I got this. Got this, guys. Kyle's gonna strut up. He's gonna grab the green one, and it's the same color as the green on his shorts, and he's like, "Sure," and walks away with it.
Good. Next.
I guess Samson will walk up and pick up a black gem. And then just kind of walk away.
Fabulous.
Bisman looks to Frankie and says, "I'll take whatever's left."
Are you sure about that?
"Oh, certainly, friend."
Alright then. And Frankie walks up and grabs the purple one.
So that leaves blue for me?
Indeed it does.
All right.
Now, before we go any further, you see, I must confess, I did lie just a teensy little bit. Now, lovely person who picked the black gem, what was your name again? I'm so terribly sorry, I do forget.
Samson.
Samson, that's right. Now, so you'll get an extra one. So why don't you go ahead and pick another one of these gems, and then we'll get to why you get 2 and the rest get 1. You get to choose.
I guess he'll
from
pick
the
up a
same
green.
four.
Yeah, he'll pick up green, I guess.
Perfect. Now, each of you, a fun little treat, because this heavily relies on teamwork, just so you know. Now, we have one of you who gets to make the major decisions pre-combat, and one of you gets to make a huge decision, gets to make sure you all reach the main goal each round, if you know what I mean. That lovely person is going to be Kyle, was it? The lost fellow? Yes, Kyle. Congratulations, friend. Everyone else, Kyle, you're the HBIC. Everyone else, good luck, and I hope you survive the first wave.
First wave.
I have much faith in
Did I say
us.
that? Now, who was it that picked up the blue one again? What was your name?
That was myself, Dr. Bisman Clay.
Doctor, of course. Now, friend, you and your friend who grabbed purple will each be making some major decisions. However, yours come much later after his. Good luck with that, and try not to fuck it up too horribly. Now, Samson, unfortunately, there's nothing all that great for you left. You ran so short on time, you see. That's why you get an extra gem. Now, feel free to crush these gems, and once you have done so, let me know. I will tell you what each of them do.
Bisman, without hesitation, crushes it, and you see his muscles kind of flex under his robes.
Kyle just one-handed takes his gem and just like, ugh, yeah.
Okay, hang
It's
on
still
before...
intact.
Hey, Samson, you come here and talk to this fist.
Kyle, do you need help cracking that open, bud?
I got this. I did it. It's fine. Fuck you.
Frankie
like,
cracks
turns
his
around
open.
we are
and he's
working
like-
together.
And he's like, he just like squishes it with both hands. And it's like, there, done.
Samson easily crushes both of them in one hand.
Yeah, Frankie crushes his in one hand as well.
Look at the
Glorious.
broskies over here.
Now, as each of these faux gems are crushed, they turn into a very fine powder, and you find them working their way from your hand towards your face, where they linger for just a moment before flying in through your nose and your mouth. Quite a shocking experience. It appears to have no effect.
Frankie sneezes.
Was that a narcotic? I don't partake.
No, it was not it was not a necrotic. I mean a narcotic. You see, what this was a fun little concoction from a dear old friend of mine. Right, so the purple guy slipped up and said a little too soon before. Get +1 to your AC. Blue. And this is going to be for the remainder of the night. Blue is +1 to initiative.
Ooh. Okay.
Black is plus. So black gives you inspiration.
Okay.
And slight spoiler for you, friendo. No, what? No. JK, never mind. Those of you who have green, you get +10 to your HP. Please notate all of this information, whom it applies. Also, if each of you can recall back to our previous conversations that we had in DMs, each of you were offered a secret gift, so to speak. If you could notate, should you choose to take those, if you can make note of them somewhere in your character sheets as well.
Okay. Samson will take his.
Good.
Desmond took his as well.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I took mine.
Then, Frankie, you accepting your gift?
Yes, I'll accept it, but I'm not going to use it right away. I'm going to hold it.
That's fine. Then, of course, Queen Winter, do you happen to accept the gift that I offered you?
Yes. Believe I will.
Such good news. Thank you, Your Majesty. Now, are we ready for the bloodshed?
All in good fun.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think Samson.
What I've been waiting for.
I think Samson at the "Are you ready for bloodshed?" will activate his shifter ability, and he will grow from being 6'8" to 9'8". Black silky fur will cover his body. His muscles grow massive, and the black silky fur covers everything except his pecs and his upper neck, and his face is still mostly human, but it's gone slightly feral, like his nose has sunken in just a little bit, and his teeth have gotten longer, and his pupils are like super dilated in that super dilated right now. He says, "I am ready to fight."
Good. Then, without further ado, apologies for the delay, Your Majesty. That the first round of the Vitore Championship Games commence. And before you will appear a giant 6-sided cube. For those of you wondering, yes indeed, this is a 6. Now, this lovely mechanism here before you today, this is going to determine who you get to fight first. Now, remember how I said that each of you had a fun little roll? Well, guess what? It was literal. So,
Ha 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 ha.
I guess we gotta roll with it, eh?
Wow, Samson. You
in
have no fun, hey, bro?
No, that was out of character.
Okay.
be sure to remember that.
No,
Now,
no, I'm joking.
I do believe, the good doctor, you were given the start of things. So, I would greatly appreciate it if you would do me the incredible honor of rolling d6.
I'm sorry. You cut out a little bit there.
Can you hear me now? Dr. Bisman Clay would step up.
Probably
and-
only on.
Yeah, it seems like it's on your end.
What was?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Would you oh so kindly do me a favor and roll a d6?
Certainly.
Glorious.
Should be a 4.
Fantastic! I was hoping we would get to start here. And as the 4 displays on the surface of the die is going to disappear from across the far end of the stadium. That'll great will appear. Out steps 4 and 3. While I'm doing this, roll for initiative, please.
Certainly.
Bada boom, bada bing.
So I don't have a good way of adding initiative to my sheet, so I'll just manually.
I rolled a 13.
I got a 10.
I'm not a fast man.
I am so sorry. Once more.
No, you're all good.
Roll again, Vogue, if y'all could tell me one more time, please. You got what?
Yeah. I got 10.
Thank you.
I got 13.
I got 8 after the blue buff.
And Kyle.
19.
Kyle kicking it in strong.
Fuck yeah, bud.
Fantastic. So, from the gate, you hear a vicious snarl, followed closely by 3 others. Charging out from this gate, you see a small pack of what appears to be very starved dire wolves. Let's see. So, Kyle, you are up first.
How far away these bad boys?
Oh, I completely forgot to take that into consideration. Well, because they did just come charge out and creep towards you slowly, they are about 80 feet from you at this time, just standing there, snarling at each of you in turn. There's a total of 4 of them, by the way.
Right, just gonna get further. Kyle's gonna start towards them. He is going to get. He's moving his full 60 feet of movement towards them. And then. I think that's the one I want. Hold on. Yeah. We're gonna spend 1 key point to take the dash action as a bonus action instead. So we're going to get right up personal to one of these bad boys. And we're gonna make an unarmed strike. 2 of them. Oh, that's not very good. 17. And, a nat 1. Rip. Does a 17 hit?
17 does indeed hit, and that nat 1, you aimed a little too high, sailed right over their ears of the wolf that's closest to you. We'll call wolf number 1. The ear twitched and went partially unnoticed. Now that 17, while it was a successful hit, please roll for damage.
Nice. 11 damage.
Nice. All right. Definitely. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. It's like not. I want to move away because I have. Where are you, you little butt? that? Oh my god. How far down is it? I have something in here that says that I can...
When you're
Here,
drunk
mobile.
Oh.
When you make a melee attack against a creature, you don't provoke opportunity attacks from that creature for the rest of the turn, whether you hit or not. So, I run up, punch, and then I still have another... They were 80 feet away, so I have another 40 feet, and I'm gonna dash back 40 feet. The rest of my 40 feet of my dash action.
Alright, love that. And that is going to bring us to Frankie. You're up.
So Frankie is going to move 40 feet closer to him. Then as a bonus action, I'm going to rage. And then I'm going to throw my javelin at one of the wolves.
Okay, which one? There's one that is... there's the wolf number 1 that Kyle hits with a firm punch. And then we've got the other 3 who are... feel like they're going to go team up over on Kyle. Kyle took the first sweep. Which one specifically?
Are they in a line, or are they kind of next to each other?
They're kind of in a nice little arc-ish. Like a semicircle. Let's go with that.
Alright, so that's not gonna... Forming a line 5 feet wide. Yeah, I'll hold that one. I'm just gonna chuck a javelin at one of the one in the center of the arc.
Well, there's 4 of them, so there's 2 that would be in the middle. Want to aim for the left one or the right one?
The left one.
Left one?
He's staring at me funny.
Right, we're going to call the one that's staring at you a little funny wolf number 2. Alright, roll to hit.
Alright. There's a 19 hit.
19 does indeed hit. How much damage you dealing?
8 piercing damage.
Piercing, alright. So that's that javelin, it just above its shoulder blade took off a nice little chunk. This wolf number 2 is hella pissed and has shifted its focus away from Kyle and onto you, friend.
And then I'm gonna roll a d8 because when I go into a rage, I do a wild magic search.
Oh.
And I forgot to do it, but I'm not forgetting this time. Last time I played Frankie, I forgot about it.
And
This will be fun.
for the uneducated among us, want to detail a little bit about what that fun little thing does?
So, I'm a wild magic barbarian. So I do a thing when I go into a rage called a wild surge, and I roll a d8, and depending on what that d8 is, something different happens. It's kind of like wild magic surges from the wizard side. But in this instance, since I rolled a 7, you guys see as Frankie chucks the javelin, out from underneath him, you kind of see like flowers and vines kind of growing up around the ground, like near his feet. And the field that, like 15 feet around Frankie is just flowers and vines and stuff like that. And it is considered difficult terrain for my enemies.
Love that. Now, out of character, difficult terrain means what the fuck exactly?
It takes double your movement speed to move through it. So if you come to it moving like 20 feet costs you 40 feet of movement.
Oh, I see. Got it. Fantastic. Thank you for that wisdom. All right. Now, Frankie, is that the end of your turn?
Correct.
Fabulous. It's going to bring us over to Samson. You're up.
How far away is the nearest wolf from me?
Well, beyond some mild flinching, they're all still roughly 80 feet apart from each of you. Wolf number 1 on the far left, the one that Kyle delivered a pretty powerful blow to. 3 out of the 4 are currently focusing their attention over on your pal Kyle there. The one right next to that one, wolf number 2, nice chunk taken out of this spear that was thrown by Frankie. And the other 2 are paired full health. They're good. Wolf number
Okay.
2 with the missing chunk. It's the only one not focusing on Kyle. Instead, it's ready to take a charge at Frankie.
Okay, I will use my bonus action to go into a rage. And then let's see, I will also use Instinctive Pounce, which will let me move half my movement speed. And then, so I move a total of 60 feet towards them. And I'm still 20 feet away, so I can't really... do from 20 feet away. I think I will take the dodge action, pound my chest, and roar at the wolves to try to like gather their attention.
Okay, roll.
And that'll...
You know what? Have a pick between either performance or intimidation. You can catch
I'll
their
go with
attention.
intimidation. 23.
Oh, you were successful. You see the pack of wolves power seemingly over dramatically for shifting their attention over to you. Now, while you did successfully snag their attention, they are shaking in their fur, so to speak. They're not quite ready to turn tail yet. Does that end of your turn?
Yes, I took the dodge action. I'm staying right here.
All right. And then that is going to bring us to Dr. Bisman Clay. You're up.
All right. Is there a attack up to 2? And if I moved 30 feet, would I reach them?
No, they're still kind of far away. They
Oh,
are,
yes.
all 4 of them now have their attention focused on Samson, and they're looking like they are ready to pounce. Say 3 and 4. At this point, they look like they're front of the line, so to speak.
All right. So what I'll do is I will actually cast Sanctuary on Samson, who I imagine we're standing pretty much right next to each other.
Well, Samson dashed forward, but...
Okay, I'll do a dash. I'll do a dash as my action, and then my bonus action will be casting Sanctuary on Samson.
Yeah, if you dash, then you would get, right next to Samson.
Perfect. So that is what I will do. So, on a failed save, they must choose a new target or lose the attack or spell. And that shall be the end of my turn.
All right, so that is going to bring us to the pack of dire. First is going to be wolf number 1. Number 1 is a little bit behind the others, all 4 of which are currently again focusing on Samson. One moment. Samson, about how far are you from these wolves? You only moved 30 feet?
I moved a total of 60 feet, so I'm 20 feet away from them.
Got it. Okay. Well, wolf number 1, who seems to almost be the leader of the pack here, is going to look to his pack mates, snarl, and going to slowly stalk closer to Samson, sort of in an outward arcing manner, gradually closing in, and by the time he's done, he's moved a total of 40 feet. So 10 feet away from you. Then one by one, the other 3 wolves are going to follow right behind. So, one at 10 feet away from you, one at 15, 25 feet away. And they're all each going to crouch and prepare to launch themselves at you. That's the end of their turn. Sucks for them.
Okay.
That's gonna bring us back to Kyle. Kyle, they are now kind of far from you.
Far from me, so I moved up, smacked him, ran back 40 feet, and then they moved towards us.
They moved, well, yes.
So they're closer to me.
Hang on, I fucked up. Whereabouts are each of you standing from the start?
I moved 60 feet from my original position. So I was 20 feet away from the wolves.
I moved 40 feet up and just stayed put.
So I was about 20 feet behind Samson then, because I ran up, punched, backed up, and Samson came forward.
Oh, that's right.
Because you said the arena, they were 80 feet away from us from the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I may have forgotten to keep track of it.
Oh, you're all good.
And then,
Yep.
Yeah,
Samson, where are you?
I'm standing next to Samson.
Next to Samson. Got it. So then, yeah, Kyle, you are a little bit behind them, but they're much closer than I had initially thought.
I have 60 feet of movement speed, and then
So, we're up.
Kyle, alright,
Mhm.
only needs his 60 feet of movement speed to get to wolf number 1 again. So, he's gonna get him. He's gonna smack him twice. He's gonna use flurry of blows twice once again. So we've got 18, 12, and 21 for my hit rolls.
Okay, so the first two of the four connect nicely. The third one was a little bit off. Missed entirely, and the last one hit as well. Before that.
No, 3 out of 4. Okay, hold on. Ignore my last roll. So 25 damage.
Right. That was a pretty brutal attack. You wanna describe what's going on? Because it's on its last leg, so to speak.
Is this a finishing blow, or
Not-
is he like...
Not quite. Massive amount of damage. Like,
Alright. So Kyle just comes in, rushes past Samson. Little, like, finger guns as it does. Comes up. Right hook. Left hook. The next right uppercut misses. But then he just brings it down like a hammer from God onto the top of his head. The wolf's head.
nicely done. And as you finish that last blow, you see this poor brutalized wolf is shaking far more now than what it was before you approached it. It's looking like if it walks a little too funny, it could keel over right there.
I honestly have seen more aggressive fights at an elderly person's home over the last tub of tapioca pudding.
I'm trying, ma'am!
Now, Your Majesty, we are just getting started. I can assure you there'll be more carnage to come. Alright, Kyle, is that going to be the end of things for you?
That's it, Broseph.
Fantastic. That is going to bring us up to Frankie.
So Frankie is going to run up to the wolf that he hit the javelin on. He's going to pull out his baseball bat, which still just looks like a regular baseball bat. And then he's going to swing up on the wolf, just going, "Hey, I'm swinging it!"
Alright.
There's a 17 hit.
17 does indeed hit.
Yeah!
That's 8 damage, and the barbarian curse is broken.
Yes, you did it! You hit something!
Adam's going to be so proud of me.
Remy, my boy, I know you could do it.
But don't worry, boss. Here comes swing number 2. And I'm going to crack the wolf in the back again with the bat. There's an 18 hit.
18 most definitely does indeed hit. And how much damage are you dealing?
13 for maximum efficiency.
Fucking brutal. wanna describe this display of massive damage? Not quite a killing blow, but definitely won't be around much longer.
I just take my bat and I kind of like crack him in the rib cage, but kind of wince a little bit because I know how much it hurts from getting hit in the rib cage from the time that I got swung on. And then I just swing down on the back of the wolf again and just say, "Get out of here!" And let that be that.
And wolf number 2 is certainly starting to reconsider waking the fuck up this morning. Alright, Frankie, is that it for you?
Yes, because I don't have anything else I can do.
Alrighty, then that's going to bring us up to Samson.
Okay, I'm gonna move into melee. Can I get 2 wolves in melee with me?
Yeah, which 2 specifically?
Let's see. I guess I'll go with the one Frankie hit, and then whichever one was behind that.
So the one that Frankie hits is number 2, and then number 3 is going to be the one right behind it.
Okay. I'm going to launch 1 attack at each of them, and I'm gonna reckless attack so I get advantage.
Okay, number 1 is in front of number 2. However, it's going to flinch away and collapse on the ground all the damage it took from buddy Kyle. It's
Okay.
just completely ignoring you. It's fighting for its life here.
Okay. Does a 22 hit?
A 22 most definitely hits.
Okay, and not only will I deal 12 bludgeoning damage, I'm also going to spend a superiority die and deal an extra 1 point of damage. But it needs to make a... I'm going to use goading attack, and it needs to make a DC 17 wisdom saving throw, or it has disadvantage on attacking anyone other than me.
Ooh.
Okay, now hold on. So, because you were wanting to hit 2 of them, is this a 1 hit for both of them, or?
I'm hitting the first one first, and then
Okay,
I'll switch over and punch the other one.
Got it. I thought so, but I wanted to make sure I was on the same page.
Yeah.
Well,
No worries.
that 12 followed by the 1, that's 13. It's beyond dead, like in the negatives.
Oh.
You wanna
Yeah.
detail?
Yeah, he came in, he just swung his fist down low and uppercut punched this wolf up into the air. And then he moves on to the next one and does the same thing. Kind of like switching his stance so he can like get it out a little bit faster. Another 22 to hit. Another 12 damage, followed by, I'm gonna spend my superiority die. Ooh, for 7 this time. So a total of, let's see, 12 plus 7 is 19 damage. And it needs to make a wisdom saving throw, or it has disadvantage on attacking anyone other than me.
Okay. Bear with me a second. I can't do math.
Sorry.
No, you're good. I'm tracking hit points manually because I panicked and brain said this was good. So
Do you have a calculator?
yep, I had to pull it open and I had to switch from chat to calculator.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay.
As a tip, you can put in their total in the calculator and then just subtract from that total over and over.
That would have been smart. Thank you for that. All right. So
They do need to make a wisdom saving throw. The
right.
DC is 17.
That's most definitely a fail.
Okay, so he has disadvantage on attacking anyone other than me.
Perfect. Considering the massive amount of damage that you just did, you want to describe what it's looking like?
I think in a similar way he does like a really low swinging uppercut, like his like he bends back, he twists his torso and delivers like a massive uppercut, and then when the wolf, when this wolf kind of survives the hit and looks up, he sees Samson glaring down at him, and Samson leaves his guard lowered, like almost taunting him to attack. Like, are you gonna do anything? Like, come on.
Considering the massive amount of damage that you have just dealt to wolf number 3, and the brutalization it has witnessed of its fellow packmates, numbers 1 and 2, number 2 just completely turned to mush, and number 1 collapsed on the fucking ground. It's hella terrified. Beginning to contemplate fleeing. Tell you what, give me an intimidation roll higher than 17, and it will flee, dragging its friend with.
Only a 9.
Can I give Samson the help? Oh no, that's an action, right? Isn't that an action to help?
Yeah, helping is an action.
All right.
It's super important.
Instead, wolf number 3 is just going to retreat about 10 feet. It's now behind corpse, the nearly corpse, its fully healthy friend. It's slowly attempting to flee for its life. Got anything else up your sleeves there, Samson?
No.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna end my turn.
Dr. Bisman, what kind of trickery you got?
Which one was the pact leader again? Was that number 1?
Number 1, the one who has collapsed on the ground. Tell you what,
Well, I
want to do a medicine check,
Yes.
and if you
sure.
higher than 15, I'll give you a fun little treat.
All right. That would be a 15.
Cool. With that 15, you can see that you could probably step on it, and it would die. That would be included in your movement.
Oh. Can I make a insight check? I want to look up at the hosts and kind of determine if they want to see us murder these creatures, or if we will be good just now that they're pretty much giving up, that will be good to go.
Go for it.
It was a 14 on the insight.
14. Okay. In response to your insight roll, the host, Marcus, is going to roll sleight of hand.
He's out here cheating.
What did you roll for your insight check?
14.
15. You get the feeling that the host might be up to something. You're not quite sure. Marcus has a very eager look in his eyes. For what specifically? You can't quite tell.
Bisman kind of tilts his mask up and says, "I feel not good slaying either man or beast which is lying on the ground, and I'm going to approach number 3, and I'm going to make 2 attacks on number 3.
All right.
First attack, it's an 11.
That's going to be a miss, friend.
All right. Number 2. Wow, not 16.
Okay, that one hits.
All right, so 2d6 plus 5. That will be 10 damage.
Okay, and then do you want to follow? You said you were doing 3 hits? Or 2?
I only have
You
2.
only have 2. I misheard. All right, that was
Yeah.
this is a pretty powerful blow. All right. Now you are now further away from your allies. You're back behind wolf number 4, who is completely untouched and unbothered, seemingly. Who is dead. 3 is looking kind of close to dead, and 1 is fighting for its motherfucking life. That being said,
Quick question. On that first one, can I would I be flanking with Samson, since Samson was also fighting the wolf?
Wolf number 3 retreated after he hit it.
Oh, right. I forgot. Yes. All right. Then that shall be the end of Bisman's turn.
Cool. And with that, we are over to the wolves now. Wolf number 1, it's on the verge of fucking death. Someone wants to roll an animal handling check or a nature check, and 15 or higher. And I'll give you a clue at what's going on with the pack leader.
I have a +2 to animal handling. Does anyone?
I also have a +2.
I too have a +2, but I have a -1 to nature, and Kyle's not that smart, so Kyle's gonna think nature first.
Bismuth, what do you add to animal handling?
Sorry. Just ran to the bathroom. Hold on.
Okay.
Here, wait. I have a +0.
Then I'll roll animal handling.
Everybody else okay with that?
Dang nabbit.
That's fine.
8.
I got 0 for nature.
Did you roll a nat 1?
Yes. I did say
These-
Kyle was not that smart.
These wolves might be cats in disguise.
There's a
There's
possibility,
something
but
fishy about these wolves.
tragically, completely oblivious. Wolf number 1 is just going to continue to lay there, and you get no clues. Wolf number 2 is dead. Its remains are going to slowly sink into the sand that I completely forgot to tell you y'all were standing on. It's packed sand, so it's not difficult terrain or anything. It's just gonna sink right the hell in. Wolf number 3 took a beating and is going to retreat further and is going to attempt to make its way back to the closed gate that it came in. It's limping along and dragging itself, so it's moving rather slowly.
Will that provoke an attack of opportunity from me?
I think Samson would actually hold his hand out for Bisman. It's not
To hold back?
Yeah, to hold back.
Bisman kind of tilts his mask down. Understands.
All right.
Perhaps, Marcus, you should bring something that has fighting spirit.
Yeah, these cats suck.
I can assure you they had fighting spirits. Just seems you have crushed it, tragically. And then Wolf number 4. Wolf number 4 is going to take a look. With its keen hearing and smell, it's going to make an assessment of the pack members. See that things are not going so hot, and going to contemplate survival, revenge. Samson. As you are currently closest, roll a d4. Even, revenge, odd, survival.
Okay. 1.
So Wolf number 4 is going to take the hint and make a retreat as well. Fully alive, it's going to completely, it's going to close that distance, no problem. Not even stopping for Wolf number 1, catching up to Wolf number 3, no problem. At this point, you see both Wolf 3 and 4 about 10 feet away from the closed gate. And that's going to take us back up to Kyle.
Kyle feels terrible. Kyle forgot to take his shirt off before he started fighting. That's not like him. He takes his shirt off.
Samson rolls his eyes.
Darts off, boys.
I was just looking
All
for a gift for
Kyle
that.
says. And he just sort of places it down nicely on the sand and sort of gets down, laying down. next to the wolf, and he's just gonna get really close to his face and be like, "You're a shitty cat." And that's actually gonna be his whole action.
As a reaction, the wolf is just going to turn towards Kyle, stare very intensely, and just have a moment where it's tempting to redefine puppy dog eyes. Kyle, only a perception check. If you can determine what this poor dying animal is attempting to communicate to you. Single stare.
No. It's a 6. Kyle is definitely got some glazed over eyes.
And wolf number one's plea for a merciful end goes ignored. Kyle, you sure that's the end of your turn?
I mean, Kyle, Kyle's just gonna think that he's pretty brosif, and he's gonna, try and, shoulder punch the puppy like he did to Samson, but he doesn't realize how strong he is, so it's an unarmed strike.
Oh yeah, because he's so strong.
Hey, I've been dealing some pretty damn good damage here.
Roll a hit.
20 to hit.
Damage.
11 with one fist. If we need more, I technically get 2 attacks, but I didn't think I needed
I mean,
it.
how far into overkill territory do you want to go? I mean, you are on the ground.
How far
so.
in it goes. Yeah, let's just see. Does a 22 hit?
22 hits.
And another 9.
Okay. Do you want to continue going into overkill territory?
Just
No.
Okay.
stop! It's already
Well-
dead.
It's over.
How,
Kyle just kind of does this little yeah, it's okay, buddy, and notices that he kind of just knocks the poor wolf into the afterlife, gets some blood on his fist, and he comes back to wipe it off on the wolf and just crushes the skull more and just awkwardly rolls over so he's not looking at the dead dog beside him.
And wolf number one's remains get absorbed into the sand as well. Yeah, I do believe we're up to you.
Frankie?
Yep. Alright. So there's one wolf at the gate, right?
2, 3, and 4 are both over there.
They're
And 2 are
giving
down.
up.
I'm gonna turn around to Marcus and be like, hey boss, it looks like they want to get out of here. I mean, it's no use killing a fleeing enemy. That's not fun.
Oh, I suppose you do have a point. And with that, Marcus is going to motion for the gate to be open. Wolves 3 and 4 are going to flee and hobble respectively to the dark. Give me a perception check. Everybody.
I get advantage
Okay.
because my shifter thing is activated.
Nat 20.
I rolled a nat 1. That's dark
23.
already.
Right.
4. Because I'm not looking.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm staring at Kyle.
Kyle and
You're
I
like,
think
what
he's
the hell
staring
is
at Kyle.
y'all are completely oblivious.
Kyle's just looking somewhere else.
Desmond, Samson, both of you are able to receive Wolves 3 and 4 for failing and coming back alive at an untimely end. All right, that was, well, I'll be honest, that was disappointing, wasn't it, crowd? You'll hear a cry of boo.
Extremely.
Yeah,
disappointing.
get out of here.
Samson will roll
I
his eyes.
expected bloodshed, carnage. Where's the fighting? All
Well, I mean,
see
I
is,
consider that-
skirmishes.
Well, I mean, when the enemy flees, you don't kill the fleer, It's just not right.
It appears, Your Majesty, that this year's champions have a morality complex.
It would
It's
appear
rather
that
boring.
this year's
Morality
host
is all
sucks at
good.
picking enemies.
Morality is all well and good, but remember that this is a competition.
There's gold on the line here, people. Gold on the line.
Yeah, but when you make an enemy flee, you know, it's not going to make the goal get any better. You're still going to get to the end.
Well, I suppose you have a point. And with a flick of his wrist, gesturing away from him, Marcus seems to be staring at something behind you. And if you all turn and look, you will see that the mystical D6 has returned.
I'm going to go pick up my javelin first.
Kyle's gonna stand up, sort of shake off his tank top and just shove it into the back of his waistband of his shorts, so it hangs out.
Now, before we begin our next one, as we have now tragically finished our first round of combat, allow me to shed another bit of light on an important detail. Who was it that had the fun task of leading this circus?
That's me. That's me.
Well, me, you have the very important decision of determining when you get to use your rest. There's going to be your short rest, one of them, for the entire ordeal. Kyle, it is up to you to determine specifically when you use this short rest.
Okay, guys, bros, dudes, how we feeling? Feeling good? Feeling good?
Oh, yeah, I feel... we don't need that rest.
Good.
Yes.
Good. We're gonna push our luck. Let's go.
All right.
No one has any injuries from that, yes?
No.
Any damage?
My
Excellent.
Joyzy doesn't even have a spot on it.
All right, then, Dr. Bisman Clay, if you would do us the honor of rolling the d6 yet again.
Certainly. That would be a 6.
Right, the exact same gate is going to open before you. Actually, no, because, well, yeah, fuck it. Yes. The exact same gate is going to open before you. This time, you're going to hear a squelching sound. Just
Oh.
Hold up. Kyle doesn't like that. Kyle has to also go get a cat from the door.
slowly its way closer, closer. For too long, you realize that it's not just one thing making a squelching sound in your direction, two. And stepping into the light of the stadium, it's going to be a pair of gelatinous cubes. Roll for initiative, please.
I'm gonna squish him.
It's a 5 with my bonus.
21.
16. And that's with advantage.
Alright, and then we're just gonna for Kyle.
Alright, do we think Frankie can hit something else again?
We shall see, we shall see.
Leaf, question.
Yes.
Is my 15 feet of rough terrain still there?
I completely fucking forgot about it.
I imagine it lasts as long as your rage does, so I guess
Yes.
the question is if our rage lasted.
Well, it doesn't specify that it goes away.
How long does each round of combat start?
Each round,
round
of
of combat
is 6 seconds.
1 minute is 10 rounds in combat.
Well, it's been with them fleeing and then meeting their untimely demise.
Yeah, my rage is done because I didn't make an attack.
Okay. It's been about 5 minutes since
Okay.
Kyle hit a little too hard.
Alright, so I'm going to... Yeah, I mean, it doesn't specify that it stays or goes, so I'm just going to assume it goes.
I probably would have activated my shifter ability again before the start.
I'm just waiting for Kyle's return. Dr. Clay, what did you roll?
I'll cast a... Oh, let's see. So I rolled a 4, so it's a 5 total with my buff.
All right.
I rolled 21.
I was able to get yours. I just was blind and was not seeing.
Oh.
Oh,
No
the
problem.
custom roll. Okay. After the custom. Kyle, have you returned?
Kyle.
They mentioned that these are gelatinous cubes.
Yes, I have fear of these.
Don't worry, I have a lightning javelin with their name on it.
Oh, well, that actually sounds quite effective. I guess in the meantime, let me see here. I'm going to grant the whole party bless for this fight. So my bless is a D4, and you can add that to an attack roll or a saving throw.
All right.
Hell yeah.
Reminder for the party: should you utilize any of the treats that you were DM'd, but if I understand correctly, all accepted, you do have to announce, then describe when you
Alright.
going to introduce them.
Oh yeah.
Just want to make sure we all on the same page. At least one of them is for comedy purposes.
Absolutely.
In the meantime, Queen Winter, I have a fun little idea on how we can spice things up if you would like.
Oh, I'm definitely interested.
Shall we, spice up the violence?
Absolutely. What do you have in mind?
Well, we can start. We can cut out what was originally planned to follow the gelatinous cubes here, and take it right into the pre-main event. Wink, wink.
I am absolutely here for that.
You've got it. You know exactly where we're going next. And the mystical D6 is going to disappear. And from an unseen location, unseen to the party, but not to the audience, that is, you're going to hear a rumbling sound. And emerging from the far end of the stadium, going to be a pyramid-shaped item. Quite similar to something else that has made an appearance already, but we'll worry about that later. Anyone were to be so inclined as to want to make a roll in regards to what it is, we can discuss that. Otherwise, we'll just worry about it later.
I knows what it is, but Bismin, out of curiosity, will take a look at the strange pyramid. Would that be a perception or an insight check?
Perception.
I feel like it'd be more...
You perceive...
Investigation?
Actually, yeah, that does, yes, investigation.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Alright.
it'd make more sense for investigating, because you're looking... Yeah, you're
That's a
looking with intent.
17.
7.
I'm gonna use my inspiration to give myself advantage on this investigation check.
Okay.
19.
Okay, so, Frankie, to you, this just looks like a big
That's a pyramid, alright.
pyramid. Samson, you and the doctor notice the striking similarities between the sudden appearance of this fun little pyramid and the mystical D6. Surprise, surprise, it is a giant mystical D4.
Oh.
Did I miss the squelching thing completely?
We haven't even started. Not that mean. We were
Okay,
just,
sorry.
No, it's good. We were just role-playing, some follow-up events. The queen has
Okay.
made a wish that we, cut to the pre-main event after the cubes are done.
Okay.
Oh, if you could, Kyle, please roll for initiative.
Kyle got a nat 1 for 5.
So we're tied, actually.
Oh, nice.
But my
Kyle
dex
is-
is lower, so Kyle probably has a much better dex than I do.
Kyle has an 18 dexterity.
Yeah, I have 10.
Okay. And then from there, let's okay. So, before we begin our wonderful bit of combat, Kyle, upon your return, you
Kyle.
happened to notice that there was something off at the stadium. The mystical D6 is no longer anywhere in sight. As per the usual, except now at the far end of the stadium. It's a rather large pyramid.
Okay.
You want to roll an investigation check on it? See if you can determine what the others determined? Or do you want to worry about it later?
With my -1, yes.
Bet, give it a go.
6.
That is indeed a pyramid, friendo. Right.
It's got 3
Hey,
sides.
Kyle.
Hey.
I think that's a
See the
pyramid.
pyramid. It's a nice pyramid.
That is a pretty nice pyramid.
Pyramid
Oh, yeah.
Friends,
indeed.
it's a 4-sided die.
Now, this should probably be a sign that y'all take your attention back to the gelatinous cube, because surprise, surprise, they are hella close. They are now about 15 feet from each of you. I assume
Sorry,
I'm
Alright.
cubes.
assuming y'all are all grouped together in order to be able to ogle the pyramid that has made it so.
Yep.
How many
Yes.
cubes?
Sorry. Oh, there's two. There's 2 gelatinous cubes.
Okay.
Up first.
And I live my life with melee attacks. Fuck.
First is going to be Samson. You're leading this charge.
How far away are they?
Oh, lovely folks have grouped together so you could all go the pyramid. All y'all were trying to determine what the hell was up with it. Kept creeping closer. They're 15 feet from you.
Okay. I will go into a rage again. And then I will. Can I get within melee of both of them? Or actually, no. I'll focus one. I'm gonna I'm going to reckless attack punch one of them twice. That's a nat 20. I'll roll my second attack.
Okay. Do me a favor, because you got that nat 20, this one's going to be focused on the other one, okay?
Yeah, okay. I was gonna focus both of them. Oh, wait, what? 14 to hit the other one, I guess, then.
Okay. Both hits. For your nat 20, that's definitely a succeed. Do me a solid and roll a 100.
A100? Will do.
Whatever you rolls, the total amount of damage that you deal.
Oh, 60.
60 points of damage. You want to describe a fun little thing you did? Because you sure as hell packed one massive fucking fun.
So it's a perfectly square cube, and Samson dashes up to it and punches it into the other one, and it kind of shakes its entire body almost apart, like throwing a cube of Jello against a wall.
Cool. And as this happens, since you have thrown them together, large chunks are going to go flying. One chunk seemed to just not fly anywhere, and you hear this funky squelching sound, like jelly coming up off the sides of the jar here at the bottom. If we were to put a microphone up to that squelching sound you would hear, that's what y'all are hearing right now. And this remaining chunk of a cube that you sent flying into the other one has now merged into the first one. Now there's one slightly larger cube.
I rolled 14 to hit with my second attack.
Her 14 most definitely hit.
Okay, gonna roll damage for that one. 14 damage, and I'm gonna use another goading attack. It has to make it takes 4 damage, so a total of 18, and it has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Alright, let's see how well that works out. That's an absolute fail.
It has disadvantage on attacking anyone other than me.
Okay. What else you got for us tonight, Samson?
That's everything.
Alright, that's going to bring us up to the one and only Frankie the Hitter James. What you got up your sleeves?
Alright, so how far away is this cube?
Well, the impact of cube number 2 hitting cube number 1 was 15 feet. Let's just say that impact kind of pushed it back to 20. It's 20 feet away from y'all. And it's
Is
still a little bit larger
there-
than what it was before.
So I'm assuming this is one solid pit, like from wall to wall.
You mean the stadium?
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright, so there goes my plan of trying to hit it off the side. Alright, so I'm going to use my Javelin of Lightning, and I'm going to huck it at it.
Okay, roll to hit.
But first, before I do that, I'm going to bonus action Rage.
What's up, Samson?
I was just gonna say, Frankie should have reflavored his javelins as baseballs.
Oh.
You know what? That's a fair point.
Baseballs aren't pointy.
I know, I'm just saying for fun.
I know.
Frankie,
But my brain didn't.
you wanna maybe?
A baseball thrown hard enough is still a piercing weapon.
Frankie's hands, of course.
It could be covered in
Hands fast enough,
spikes.
Sears.
It could be covered in spikes.
You wanna reword that?
So-
there? Really up to you.
Yeah, hold on. Well, 1 second. Because...
I don't mean to tell you how to play your character. I just thought.
Oh no, but you do bring up a good point. I am the Mashbat player, so I should be doing the Mashbat stuff. But as you guys see me rage, you notice that there's some multicolored like lights just kind of reflect off of my jersey. And while you guys are within 10 feet of me, you guys get a +1 bonus to your AC.
Ooh. Nicely done.
So then what I'm going to do is from my back pocket, I'm going to pull out my baseball of lightning, and I'm going to toss it up, and I'm going to hit it with my baseball bat towards the gelatinous cube.
Right, and did you roll to hit for that already?
I have not, because I wanted to do my rage first.
Go ahead and roll to hit.
That's
You
a
have
nat
that
1.
blessed. Oh,
Oh,
no.
yeah. Well, I rolled a nat 1 regardless, yeah.
Yeah.
You can't reckless with a ranged attack.
No, unfortunately.
Oh.
Damn.
Frankie, your Mashbat ball of lightning, that fun little thing we were also excited to see, was absorbed by the cube. Now it's just suspended there. Anything else for us?
So can I speak the command word to activate it while it's inside of it?
Sure.
So I'm gonna say dragonfish. And now the slime has to make a DC 13 dexterity saving throw.
That was a nat 20.
Oh, so it's gonna take 46 lightning damage halved.
Okay. Hold that. Pull it out, please.
7 lightning damage. And then Frankie's gonna get closer and just swing on him with the bat.
Okay, so that what happens? You speak the command word and that lightning damage is dealt. A fun little thing, or is it just emit a little shockwave?
It just made a little shock for now.
And you
The cool thing is when I actually hit it.
all right, you're taking a swing. What you got?
Does a 17 hit the cube?
17 most definitely hits the cube.
That is 10 baseball bat damage.
Specifically, baseball bat? I mean, match.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, match bat. My apologies.
Alright.
And I already used my bonus action to rage, so I am set on my turn.
Okay. It's going to bring us up to the hard hitter himself. It's Kyle, what you got?
Hard hitter, you hear that, Frankie?
Hey, I'm warming up, alright?
I'm pretty close, hey?
Yeah. About 20 feet.
Within 60 feet?
You're 20 feet
Okay.
away. The only one who is closer than the rest of you is going to be Frankie. Depending on what you do, he may or may not be in danger of taking some damage. So, go ahead and give us your best.
We're gonna do a little pow and spend a key point for 2 more pows. Our flurry of blows. So, first pow. 10. Oh, thanks, sweet baby Jesus. 21, 12, and 24. 10, 21, 12, 24.
All four most definitely hit.
Hell yeah, they do. Got 7 makes 29 damage from the fists. What?
Right? You wanna? It's a pretty powerful hit. You wanna describe that to us?
I'm just gonna run up and I'm just gonna do like jab, 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 and then look up to see what kind of damage I've done, and be very excited by the damage that I have done.
With each hit from Kyle, large chunks, not as large as the ones from when it collided, but large enough still, chunks of goo go flying in all directions. And, how are your hands feeling after that? Kind of sticky, right? Sounds about right. That's what you get for hitting something gelatinous, Kyle.
It's the only weapons I want to use.
Kyle, if you hit it hard enough with incredible strength, then it will fly off your fists like it did for me. Oh, I'm sorry. I should not have suggested that. You're incapable. I'm sorry.
And that's going to bring us up to...
I'm gonna aim these fists to you next, Panther boy.
Hey, there's no need to get violent, Kyle. We're a team.
We're already
Yes,
violent,
no need to
Frankie.
get violent in the middle of
Towards
this gladiatorial
now,
combat.
Yeah, we're getting
all in
violent
good
against
Season
time.
Samson understands.
Good time, children. Now, Kyle, do you have anything else you can impress the queen with? Attempt to, I should say.
With the fact that I can use the rest of my movement without provoking an opportunity attack, I would like to use my acrobatics to do, like, a sick fucking backflip away from this slightly less cubey cube.
With acrobatics and performance, combined total of higher than a 35. We'll pull it off.
Well, acrobatics is a nat 20 for 28. And performance is a 19.
You want to describe?
47.
You want to describe these totally sick moves to the crowd?
So Kyle, after getting his, slap, 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 punches in, he's gonna sort of look at Samson, shake his hands down to get the goo off, and then just, like, back handspring a few times, land in a sick pose, and just fucking, that, like, Greek statue pose where, like, one arm is out, one's bent, your hands are flat, and you're just, like, looking out to where you're pointing.
Yes.
You know it. That's the way we're doing it. That's where he ends, and he's pointing directly at the queen.
My, we asked for impressive, and
You get something.
Something indeed. Queen Winter, were you impressed by that little display there?
Yeah, I mean, I was mildly impressed. I'm on the edge of my seat here.
Wow, such a spectacular reception from our queen. Now, can you do it again?
Probably.
Good luck, but first, I do believe that brings us up to the doctor, Bisman Clay. What you got for us?
Well, is anyone within 5 feet of this creature right now?
Frankie.
I know.
is.
Both Frankie and Samson, because Samson punched it.
Oh, that's right.
right.
Your whole party is. Wait, no, Kyle just.
Yeah, Kyle backflipped away.
Yeah, I know Kyle just backflipped.
So Frankie and Samson are 5 feet away.
All right. Bisman will clutch his great sword in hand and approach, trying to get at least some kind of flanking position with one of his party members. Probably Samson being on the far side of it. I'll go up to the other side of it. And then I shall swing my greatsword twice with advantage, yes, for flanking?
As for flanking, however,
Yes.
Frankie,
Please.
you head on with this. Were you staring this cube in the non-existent face?
Correct. I did slap the cube in the face with the baseball bat.
And Samson, are you off to the side or also kind of front facing?
I suppose I was off to this side, considering I punched one cube into the other cube.
That is correct. So, how many? Can you describe in feet, Fair Doctor, the size of this blade you're swinging?
Well, it is probably the length of mine own body.
Which was how many feet again?
Probably around. I would say that the blade itself is perhaps 5 feet long, and I would be about 6 feet tall.
Yeah, so go ahead with your swing. I just needed to create a visual in my mind here.
Alright. So, first one with advantage is 24.
Okay.
I'm assuming that's a hit.
Definitely a hit there, friendo.
Alright. Do you want me to roll damage first?
Go ahead and roll your follow-up.
Okay. Certainly. We'll see if I follow through. Oh, that's a nat 20.
Oh, and what a glorious nat 20 that is going to be there, friend. Roll damage for your first attack for me.
So it's actually already queued up to do the... Oh, wait, okay. So it's queued up to do the nat 20
you
damage.
Can right-click on it and then tell it to do normal damage.
Okay, there we go. Flat. So first attack was 12 damage.
Okay.
And then would you like the D100?
Yes, I do.
Of course. Alright. The D100 comes up. Or...
Oh.
With the amount of power you put into your second swing, hitting it for that 4 damage, come up a little too short. Or not come up too short. You fail to stop it short. This blade of yours, that is. And comes a little close to Frankie there. Frankie, give me a solid. There's a blade coming at...
What do you need me to do?
There's a blade coming at you. Rather fast. It's Dex saving throw.
That's a 7.
Little bit slow there. So you're gonna get smacked with his blade.
Yeah, that's fine. I take half damage anyway.
Cool.
Perhaps you should stand on the opposite side of the cube.
Yeah, I should probably move, eh?
Dr. Bisman Clay, roll damage, Frankie.
Alright. And I did not hit the cube.
No, you did. You dealt that 4 damage, but because of that nat 20, Frankie's taking a little bit of damage himself.
Okay. So that was 8 damage. So
I
4 to
take 4.
Frankie. And I'll ignore the Freudian slip from our wonderful DM there.
My jersey! How can you ruin my jersey?
I'm sorry, friend. I'm sorry. I will gladly heal you for that. That was a mistake.
I don't need the healing. Heal my jersey. It was a gift.
I do not have mending, unfortunately.
Man.
And that shall be the end of Bisman's
Okay,
turn.
and we are up to the cube. Cube. God, how much if I actually look at this, huh?
Yeah, that can help.
It's going to use Pseudopod. Its melee attack. And that's gonna be at the previously hit Frankie.
He has disadvantage.
Hey, whoa, I'm walking in.
How did it do? Well. Tragically lost the nat 20 for a dirty 20 instead.
Oh, my heart.
For a total of
That hits.
16 acid damage.
And unfortunately, I can't have that one.
And that's going to be the end.
But
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna stone endurance that.
And for the uneducated, it does
Oh. So I'm gonna roll a d12 and add 3, and I'm gonna reduce the damage by that.
Okay.
That's a special Goliath feature.
Love it.
Or it's a barbarian. I don't know. It's one of the
it's
two.
Goliath. I don't have that.
So that is 14 damage.
Are you taking instead, or?
No.
By 14?
So I'd be
two
taking 2 damage.
Love it. All right. That's gonna bring us back up to Samson. Samson still flanked because Doc over there does not move.
I will punch it 2 more times. That's another nat 20.
Hell yeah.
And a 22 for my second hit. And you know what? I'll go ahead and action search and punch it 2 more times with advantage.
Okay.
24 to hit, and another 22 to hit. So 3 hits, 4 hits, one of them was a crit.
So thanks to the crit and each succeeding hit, totaling over 20, give me a solid. Roll 2 d100s, but you're going to want to roll them separately. Add them together.
Okay. Rolling them separately. First, 44. And then 97.
That's the triple digits in this. Okay. Don't even bother with totaling it up. You want to describe how you're dealing these 4 insanely powerful hits, obliterating this cube?
I think Samson again does that like really low hanging swing up almost from the ground uppercut. Any of his boxing fans in the arena will know that is kind of the signature move, the smash as it's typically called in boxing. And then he does in quick succession, he does like a uppercut smash, and then he throws another kind of like curling his body up and overhand kind of downward smash, and then he just does that one more time at incredible speed for a total of like 4 or 2 uppercuts and 2 like underhand smashes,
Dealing a total of, I don't know, 121?
100. Hold on. It is 141 damage.
141. I can't math. 141 fucking damage, and your punches hit with such force that you turned this cube, what was left to it, into such nanite particles that they disintegrate. Nothing. The little chunks that fallen off before absorbed by the dirt. And congratulations, that is it for round 2. And with
I loosened it for
right?
Samson.
I'm just gonna grab my baseball from the goop.
I'm gonna run up to Frankie and say, how much damage did you take exactly? Do you need any assistance there?
Nah, I'll be fine. I'm a tough player. That's why the coach loves putting me in there to guard third base, you know? That's where all the action happens.
And speaking
Oh,
of
certainly, Fred.
action, lovely members of our audience, Your Majesty, if we could have our lovely Kyle, was it? Kyle, how about that short rest? Do you want it now or do you want it later?
Kyle. How we feeling, bros?
How many rounds are there left in the competition?
Well, we're coming up upon the pre-main event.
I think
So,
2, I imagine.
I think
No,
we-
my mistake. I misspoke. The main event.
the main event is next.
Oh, let's
and
take a rest.
Maybe
Oh.
Yeah.
we.
Yes, I think we might as well take the
think-
short rest.
The short
Yeah.
rest. The short rest. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds like the plan.
You know what? Yeah, we're gonna use that huddle up now. Time out, bro.
So if
Time out, bro.
glorious competitors would kindly make your way to the edge of the stadium, we're going to have a nice little reset. Y'all, it's set. Get hit.
So, I just had something very impressive happen to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used 2 hit dice because I was like, we're taking the short rest, might as well. I rolled 12 on both hit dice.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay.
Bisman looks at Frankie. It's like, again, looks at the jersey, just feeling kind of guilty about it, and just says, "Now, friend, I'd perhaps suggest taking off the jersey. Perhaps the
Way ahead of you,
queen might be."
Yeah.
And Frankie takes off his jersey.
You're the last one, Doctor.
Take
Join
it
us.
off. Take
Shirts
it off.
skins.
So everyone else is shirtless, and Bisman's just standing there in like full
Head
plague
to-
doctor robes and a mask. I'm uncomfortable with my body. You see, as he has just peak male perfection, pecs, like everything.
Just picture you taking off just the shirt bit of the robe and still having pants and your plague doctor mask and hat on.
I love
Yeah,
that
like he's
before.
absolutely shredded underneath the robes.
Just
He says-
shirtless.
All right, okay, don't look at my face. He pulls his shirt off, but he keeps his mask on and keeps his hat on and his little belt and robe.
Do you want some help?
I'm ready.
I can.
But
I do not
yeah,
like
if you
people
need
looking
help.
upon my face.
Alright, I was just trying to help you take your shirt off.
I appreciate the help, friend. But again, if my mask were to fall off and you were to see my face, I would feel sad, scared, ashamed. All of these things and more.
You're probably one handsome fellow under that mask, but it's alright.
Going by that buff bod. Hell yeah.
You do see he kind of has some scars along his abs and pecs. All right, friends. I put out a hand, if we can do a 4-way,
Yes.
shake
Yeah.
together.
Oh,
Well,
like
no,
the
you
ultimate muscular high five.
Oh, put your
Yes.
hands in and we're gonna do hoorah on 3. On 20.
Alright,
Yeah.
so here's the plan, team. We're gonna go in there. We're gonna fuck shit up. It's gonna be a wonderful time. We're gonna do this as a group. We're gonna do this as friends, and we've got the W. Hoo-ha on 3,
1.
2, 3. Hoo-ha.
Hoorah.
Samson
Yes.
will activate
I'm invigorated.
his shifter and ability and his rage before the fight, or he'll hold off on the rage until the fight begins. But I mean, if he can use it
That seems like a
right
good move.
before, then he'll do that.
I like the picture with the Pillarman walking out into this arena.
Yes, the Pillar Man, and then Giorno with Kyle.
Yeah.
Alrighty. You hear Marcus off in the distance. Are we ready for some real bloodshed?
Hoorah!
Buddy, we
Let's,
are
fuck it
getting
up.
there. Alright. So, are y'all going to make your way back out, or are you gonna try and stall for time?
No, we walk out.
No, we're ready.
We marched out there.
We come out, yeah.
We're here for the main event.
The Plague Doctor has no shirt on. It's great.
So does the guy.
He
Everyone's
beats
shirtless
his-
at this point.
Everyone's shirtless. But only shirtless. The rest of our clothes are still wherever they were. It's fine. It was funnier.
Kyle's shirt's still tucked into his back pocket.
Glorious. As you re-enter the main area of the arena, notice that the pyramid starts to tremble a little bit. It's going to light up. Now, Pinky,
Yep.
just shrink that.
20.
Okay, well, then, boy, is it fitting. It's a fitting job for you. Here's what's gonna happen, Frankie. You, my friend, are going to walk up to this massive pyramid, if you would be so kind, and give it a roll. Roll a d4 for me.
Frankie's gonna walk up to the corner of the pyramid and then like squat down, and he's gonna dig his hands underneath the corner of the pyramid, and you guys can kind of see all of Frankie's like muscles flexing and tensing and glistening in the sweat of the sun. And then he flips the pyramid, and it lands on 3.
Lands on 3. So with that lovely roll there. Fuck yeah. Unless I fucked up. Yes, that's
You're all good. You're still learning. It's good.
Yeah, this has been great so far.
It's
Loved
very
it.
fun. It's a good prelude to himbos.
Yeah. Even though Frankie's not a himbo.
Not in himbos either.
Is Samson in himbos?
No.
Bisman is the only one of you in himbos.
Oh no. Well, at least we've got the vibe down.
Yes.
We got the prelude for your
I mean,
Bisman to be in
I'm a
himbos.
single father. I'm not exactly stupid, I guess, is the only thing that prevents me from being a himbo.
My mom says I'm not the brightest bulb in the box, but I can still get the job done.
We are good to go now. So, with the massive rolling of the pyramid here out, I had myself.
What happened? I'm gonna use the bathroom quick while we're getting Frankie back in.
In Winter, could you summon Frankie back into the arena? This fool thinks he can leave without finishing his fight.
Frankie never leaves without finishing his
better
fight.
not.
Sometimes accidents happen.
So,
He accidentally slipped out of our dimension. It was completely out of...
I trip into a pocket dimension. Frankie always tries to come back.
Hear not but excuses here. Alright, so this pyramid, once it has stopped rolling, and it shows a giant 3 glowing on all visible sides, it's going to rumble, though it's not moving. Is it? Just kidding, it totally is. It's going to slowly start to crumble, and once the dust appears, you're going to see silhouette. Something. Humanoid, maybe? Yeah. Need to know what y'all want to do about it. Where's...
What? Some of that
Oh, my bad.
glitched out on me.
The pyramid, after it was rolled, it crumbled.
Yeah.
It's
Rumbled.
cleared. And standing in the rubble, something humanoid shaped. It's kind of dirty, and because it's at the other end of the arena, it's gonna be about 80 feet away from you, so about the same distance that the wolves were when we first started.
Can I make an investigation check? Because, to be honest with you, Frankie wouldn't have walked back. He'd probably stand by where the pyramid was.
Yeah, go for it.
24 for perception. My Goliath eyes see all.
Okay, so, Frankie, this humanoid thing that you see is very filthy. It's indeed human. It's definitely a human. But the real mystery.
Does it have
Sorry?
Does it have a specific haircut?
It most indeed has a very specific haircut.
Would I recognize this haircut?
A history check. And on top of that, give me
12.
an Arcana check, because it is something not quite of this world.
12 for history, 8 for
You
Arcana.
hit the combined goal of 20. So, with that, you do indeed know what it is you are looking at. How you know? I don't know.
Well, share with class.
What can you do about it?
I'm assuming this is a Karen.
Indeed it is. It is the Karen of Legend. Want to share with the class?
You guys see Frankie's eyes go wide, and he immediately grabs his baseball bat, which you see transform from a baseball bat into a large purple. I'm trying to phrase this properly without saying dick sword.
You can phrase it exactly. You can call it exactly what it is.
It's a dildo bat. It's a dildo bat. It's a Karen.
Bombs, friends.
And
Bad.
I'm gonna use my channel divinity to create or rub my hand across my greatsword and create a sacred
Okay.
weapon.
now, hang on a second there.
Why are all these swords dead?
Hang on a second. Can we get an
Okay.
elaboration of why specifically a purple dildo bat?
Oh, because it's a reference to Saints Row
But what
3.
does it? But what does it do? What does it do?
Blocked it.
That was why I was asking. What is that?
That's my B. So my special bat lets me re-roll ones.
I wish.
That's nice.
Also, I'd like to mention on the short rest, because I forgot to do it, Frankie offers everyone Big League Chew.
You can technically do it
you
now.
have that
Are
item?
we 80 feet away from you?
Yeah, this was supposed to be on the short rest, but that I could kind of botch it because I forgot about it.
What does it do?
Allow it.
Gives you 1d4 temporary hit points.
I'm good. Well, I
I'm
think
all
he'll
right.
have it in his back pocket.
Okay. This
Yeah.
is very much a now and never
Yeah.
thing with Big League Chew. So if you don't accept it, then
I'll
it's
chew in it.
Are there any other benefits besides
Fine,
the
we're
temporary
chewing.
HP?
nope.
Nope.
Then I'm good.
It's just that
Because my shifter ability gives
chewing?
me 8 temporary hit points.
Okay. If you decline the Big League Chew, it goes to waste. Can save your use of it for
Nice.
whenever you desire. However, you have to accept it first.
Yeah, I accept it. I just don't use it right now.
Okay.
Kyle, chew
Uh,
it.
Doc, are you chewing your Big League Chew?
How would he get it in his mouth?
That's for the doc to figure out.
I don't know. Like, I gotta say, that GIF is everything.
Perfect.
Yeah, it really is.
Thank you.
I look at everyone. I'm like, wait, why would it be an issue to put something in your mouth?
I passed the Big League Chew.
How do you get gum in your mouth with your mask on?
Oh,
Mhm.
for me.
Or you?
Well, I look up at the crowd and I just say, "Judge me not, friends." And Bisman carefully takes off his mask, and you see just a hella chiseled face, like a nice cleft chin, kind of larger eyes, warm and inviting, and kind of a very pronounced nose. He's handsome.
I
He
love
quickly
this so much.
He quickly shoves the gum in his mouth and then puts the mask back on.
I'm sorry, I got lost in your eyes for a second.
Kyle's starstruck.
Mind me not, friend.
There's a Karen out here we gotta work on, boys.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And I just dropped reaction from Marcus in chat.
Does Marcus say that out loud to Bisman?
Yes. It's very much.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
it's hideous.
You see, since Bisman is still wearing the mask, you just see his neck and like chest are exposed. You see like a single tear bead drip down the side of his neck from the mask and onto
You
his
wouldn't
pec.
know. He
It's
he
okay,
wouldn't know
bud.
handsome if he
Don't listen to that talk.
Let's
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 fight
take
this
down this
Karen.
Karen.
Let's end this Karen's career.
And roll initiative.
It's time to put a stop to crime.
Yes! Nat 20.
Wonderful, Kyle. I've gotten a 5 every
19.
time, like around a 5.
17.
It's a consistency, Bisman. Consistency.
Good. Now, let us.
Oh, sorry, 6 total, but probably won't matter.
I'm gonna go with a please, sweet baby Jesus, no, Fibs.
Let's see what the Karen rolls initiative. Okay. Yeah, I'm honestly not surprised. Okay, so Kyle, looks like you are leading the charge yet again.
Hell yeah. She's 80 feet away from me. She's 80 feet away from me. I'm gonna fuck her up.
Okay.
We're doing essentially what we did with the doggos. We're gonna run. We're gonna use a key dash as a bonus action instead. We're going to smack her twice, and only twice.
Roll a hit, please.
Got an 18 and a 13.
The 18 hits. The 13 does too, but barely. Just barely. For damage.
Oof. Okay. 16 damage
16 damage in total.
total. Yes.
One moment. Alright. Yeah. Your your hit was damaging indeed. That's Karen be looking more startled, more taken aback than anything.
I did just kind of come
Just
out.
assaulted Karen. Careful, because she just might dial 911.
Gosh.
It's fine.
I want
I
to speak
can't-
to our manager.
Undead you. Wait. They can. Fuck.
Okay.
That's my turn.
And that is going to bring us to Frankie. Frankie, what you got for
I
us?
got 19.
Oh,
That would bring us to
apologies,
Samson first.
It helps if I scroll up. Samson, what you got for us?
I'm already in my rage and I have my shifter ability activated. I'm going to move, you know what? I'm going to use my bonus action to activate my, Eldritch Claw tattoos. So now all of my unarmed strikes deal an extra 1d6 force damage, and they have a range of 15 feet. As his hands start to, the, tattoo on his fist glows, and his hands catch this, red fire. And Samson will take the dash action to move into melee with the Karen. And that'll be my turn.
Oh, melee range, but no actual melee.
Yeah, because I had to use my action to dash.
Got it. Frankie, what you got?
So according to Frankie's watch, it's rage o'clock.
It certainly is with a Karen present.
Actually, it's grade.
So I rolled a. Ah, thank you. My watch was off. So I rolled a 2, and a 2 grants me the ability to teleport up to 30 feet into an unoccupied space I can see. So I'm going to teleport right up onto this Karen, because I'm assuming she's within 30 feet of me, since I never left the pyramid.
Yeah.
So I'm going to roll right up onto that Karen. She's going to blink, and all of a sudden there's going to be this big, massive Goliath with a dildo bat right in front of her. And I'm going to swing up on her.
Okay.
There's a 25 hit.
A 25 most definitely hits. Roll for damage.
So as I'm swinging the bat, I'm going to aim for like her stomach, and I'm just going to say, "Eat dick." That's a 6 for damage. And then I'm going to take my bat, and I'm just going to try and crack her on the back with the dildo bat again.
Okay.
Does a 14 hit.
However, as a reaction, Karen is going to call a manager. Do you need...
Oh,
do you need
not
just
the
a moment
boss.
here?
Not my boss. Well, if I get kicked off the cult Dragonfish, it ain't gonna go good.
Okay. So, we're gonna spice this up a little bit. So, upon the summoning of said manager, which, surprise, isn't yours, just some poor schmuck that managed to be on the receiving end of a rage of entitlement. Miss Karen in the past has appeared from the depths of some unknown location. And this poor misshapen bastard looks kind of like a bugbear, honest. And Karen herself is looking a little less human, actually. So she's a shape changer. And as you have activated her entitlement and rage, attacking her in such a manner, I'm just going to a small humanoid to a medium-sized monstrosity. Just like slightly larger, and the edges of her form are trembling and sort of staticky looking, like one of them old TVs that the picture wouldn't come in clearly, so you'd adjust the antenna and smack the sides of it, hope it would work. That's what this Karen be looking like right now. Except it kind of looks like she's leaking something out the sides. And this thing that she's leaking right now,
Oh,
it's acid. She's straight up oozing acid. It's corrosive, viscous something. It is a literal representation of toxic vibes that is this Karen. Manager, on the other hand, is an ally, tragically, to this Karen. And, so towards y'all. You were hitting again, I believe?
Yep. I rolled a 14 to hit the Karen before the Karen reaction transform.
So, that was most definitely a hit.
That's 13 baseball bat damage. I believe so.
So, next, we are going to have the Bismuth Clay.
So, I'm 80 feet away, correct?
Is correct.
Alright. There's very little I can do. I'm going to simply take the dash action, and I suppose since I'll be within 20 feet of both Karen and the bugbear manager, I will look at the manager and I will cast a second level command. So that's a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw. But before you make that, I just want to say what Bisman says.
Go for it.
You, manager! You are of no charge of us. We will not submit to your fascist regime. And I'm going to command him to grovel.
If you upcast it, you can cast it on both of them.
Oh yeah, so I'll do that, and then I'll turn to the Karen too, and I'll say, "And you blasphemous creature, I don't even know what to say. I've seen some of the most vile things in existence, and you take the cake upon them all."
Same kind of. So what? Wisdom for both of them.
Yep, Wisdom 15 for both of them.
First up is going to be the manager. Next up is going to be the Karen. Okay, so the Karen succeeded, the manager did not.
So he falls prone.
Cool. He's on the ground.
Then it also says then ends his turn. Oh, so I know it was a one-word command, but
that was flavor.
The command was grovel. Yep. Yeah.
Noted. What else you got for us?
Well, that was my action. Oh shit. I've realized I've made an error. I just used 2 actions. But if I did move 30 feet, didn't use a dash action, and then use command, I'll not do the dash. So I'll be just 60 feet or 50 feet away from everybody else.
What kind of range is there for command?
60.
That was 60 feet.
Yeah.
And I will end my turn.
Oh, it is most definitely the Karen's turn. The Karen, you're gonna take a look at the manager that was summoned. Let out a screech in irritation. Just contemplate opportunities. Accept its effort. And you just went to the spa, but do not have any of that. So instead, what Karen here is going to do is take a look at who just hit Karen. So the dock is still far off.
That's me.
Pinky.
And I punched her.
So this Karen is going to let out a shrill scream. So all creatures within a foot radius of the Karen to make a DC 14 Constitution saving throw. That's going to be Kyle and Frankie.
And me as well. I dashed into melee.
Oh, that's right, Samson. Yep. So the 3 of you are going to be taking.
Is this a spell?
I rolled a 28 for my con save.
I really hope it's a spell.
Unclear.
Oh,
It's
Kyle.
just listed under actions.
Then it's probably not a spell.
Doesn't specifically say anything regarding spell.
Net 20 for a 27.
Kyle.
Did you get there, Kyle?
But give me a second. Let's see here. Alright, I totally forgot about that. Yeah. Nope. Okay. Sorry, I thought I had something, but I don't.
So.
Oh, wait. Oh, no, it's not a spell. Damn it. Fuck. Okay.
Oh. Was it you rolled there, Kyle? A 5?
Yep.
Okay. So it's going to be a total of 6d6 thunder damage. Kyle, you're going to be taking the whole thing.
Thunder damage as an action.
Yep.
And it's not like an
It
attack
says shrill
spell.
scream, and then in parentheses it says recharge 5 or 6. It's listed under actions. It doesn't say anything on it being a spell, so I'm not certain.
Okay.
Okay.
No, that means
No,
it's
that's
not
okay.
a spell.
I still.
Okay, so that's going to be. Let's see. Kyle, you're going to be taking 28. 20, and Samson's going to be 14.
I cut it down to 7 because I resist everything already. Everything except psychic.
Is this?
It's thunder damage.
Oh yeah.
So I'm good.
So yeah, I think I also get that resistance too because I resist. No. Oh, it's because you're a shifter thing, right?
It's because I chose Beast Totem Barbarian. It's a subclass thing.
Oh, you went past the totem. I gotcha.
So was that reduced further, or you just take a no damage?
It just reduced it in half again, so down to 7.
So for me, it'd be 14 still, but for Taylor, because of the archetype he's playing, he gets an extra resistance to thunder damage.
Yes. All types except psychic.
A mind flare and you're done, son.
You would think so.
Okay, that's going to be it for the Karen's turn. Kyle, up again.
Kyle is here to punch. So we're going to punch and spend a key point for a flurry of blows and punch some more. Really lagging there. Good job, buddy. Oh. Rough. Alright, so we got 14, 17, 12, and 10.
They're all to hit?
Yes, those are all to hit.
First 2 hit, the last 2 do.
Okay.
And I'm sorry, were you attacking the Karen? Okay.
Aaron. 22 damage.
Love that. It's a huge heckin' blow. You wanna...
And yeah. I was just gonna say that I was going to I forgot about my drunken technique. I get the benefit of disengage action if I use flurry of blows, and my walking speed increases by 10 feet. I could move 70 feet away. I'm not going to. But I am going to, after I punch, back up a little bit. I'm gonna back up about 40 feet. Just a little punch and then just, like, scurry backwards.
Is that going to be it?
That's it, yes.
Alright, that's going to bring us up to Samson yet again.
Alright. I am in within melee distance. I will action surge and reckless attack to give myself 4 attacks with advantage. And on every attack that hits, I'm going to spend one of my superiority dice for goading attack. So let me roll my 4 attacks first.
Okay.
28 to hit, and
Come on, let's see some
that's
gore
another
here. Come
nat
on.
20.
Where are my crits?
22.
Taylor is on fire.
Fail! Samson is kicking it.
And another nat 20.
Okay.
Oh my
so-
god.
Real quick, before you go any further, with the encouragement of Queen Winter, Marcus going to call out while you are laying waste to this Karen. You know, this isn't quite going the way I had hoped it would. Spice this up. The only one leaving the arena is going to jump from the stage to the stadium. Last one standing takes the gold. If you catch my drift. What's that?
He jumped in and said last one standing, implying he himself is also joining. Did I get that right or no?
An insight check.
Okay.
Anyone else present can roll as well.
11.
My insight's
what
actually
you got?
good. 19.
Okay.
15.
15.
Okay. Those of you who rolled higher than a 15, catches on. But Marcus is very much intending to take things into his own hands so to speak.
Man, I wish I didn't spend my action surges for.
So,
Carry.
do me a favor. Let's
You'll be
wrap
fine.
up all that damage you were dealing.
Do you want me to roll the 2 crits as like 2 D100s?
You can. You can definitely do that, or we can bypass the amount of damage to. Actually, you know, yeah. Go ahead and roll. Never mind.
A total of 107.
Okay.
And then, hold on, let me roll the damage for my other 2 attacks. 14 and 12. So, let's see. 107 plus 12.
Oh, 133.
133 oh, actually, I forgot the 2 extra d6 of force damage that are added. So 5. 138 damage.
Okay. Describe the obliteration of this Karen.
I run up to her and I say, do I get a vibe that she is also slightly homophobic from her? Or is she just, like, generally entitled?
Everything. This Karen is the Karen of all Karens that have ever Karened, and she somehow found herself inside that interdimensional pyramid. Like, imagine every horrible type of Karen you have ever heard of, ever encountered. The worst of it. Homophobic, biphobic, transphobic, Islamophobic, just all of it rolled into one. This is, you Google Karen and you would find this horrible being that stands in front of you now.
As he towers over her, he glares and he's like, as the owner of of my own establishment and the father of a son who isn't ready to come out about it, but never mind about that last part. As a father and as the owner of a bar, screw you! And he uppercuts her head clean off of her body, and it sails out of the arena, like just spiraling out over the stands, over all the people.
Can Kyle yell something when he sees her flailing away?
Go for it.
He is the manager!
Indeed I am. And I guess I'll just turn to, what's his face? Marcus, and, like, point at him, like, you're next.
My. Can't believe it took me jumping in. Finally get a good show. Now, I believe it's time for things to really get exciting. The bugbear, having seen Summoner just lose her head in the most literal sense possible, the manager's just going to slip away into nothingness. Literally, like, gone.
If you want a job, I'm taking applications for a bartender.
You get no response back. As the host, Marcus Antilius, from calling the 22nd, continues his approach to the party. He's going to say, you know, this most definitely did not go at all how I had intended. You know, for the Majesty's entertainment, we might have to step things up next year. What do you think, Queen Winter?
You all hear Queen Winter from behind you all. And how did you expect it to go, Marcus? As you see her unsheath this barbed spear off of her back, twirl it around in her hands, and bury it into the sand next to her.
Well, Your Majesty, I was hoping for a little bit more fun. But I guess this will have to do. roll for initiative.
Okay, I will roll initiative and be right
I
back.
was scared.
Okay, I do need just a hot second.
Alright.
Night. I rolled a 20,
Certainly.
20
Really
not nat
scared.
for my initiative.
7.
I rolled a
6.
23.
Just a hot second.
I will also be right back.
I've got a great retort for the queen when my turn comes up.
Need a hot second to reload here.
I had a feeling this was coming.
Right? Queen Winter isn't one to just sit and watch.
Yeah, exactly. And she's about to get a dildo to the face.
Hell yeah.
All or glorious.
She'll either get punched or caressed
So
by my hands. We'll see how the dice
let me
stand.
take a look at these here initiative rolls. Frankie, what'd you get for your initiative?
23.
Samson?
They rolled a
That's right.
20.
Samson,
Kyle?
6.
Did the doc roll?
I've got 7 this time. How impressive. Getting a little fancy with it.
Am I still in my rage? Like, I'm assuming this is all taking place within like a minute.
Glorious.
Cool, so I can still teleport.
So I still have a little
Your
bit of sacred
Majesty.
weapon left.
Only a
22.
glorious. Now. This is going to be a lot of fun. And we are waiting for Samson's return, correct? Okay.
Yep.
I do apologize.
No, that's okay. It's also me for being late and
Yeah, you're
running
fine.
at the cat.
Then let us slay these pompous
One
fools
of these
and be done with
fools
it.
is your queen.
Someone's eating dick. And she's about to take a second dick that
I
isn't
didn't vote
Tristan's.
for her.
The people are my royals. They are my nobility.
Yeah,
They
remember,
are who I serve.
only one of you will get out alive.
No,
Let us
I mean, I
see
feel
how
like
the
if we
fates feel
defeat both
about
of
that.
them,
Sorry?
I said, let us see how the fates feel of that statement you've made.
Sorry for the delay. I'm back.
Also, Ty says focus, probably focus the queen. Probably focus the queen.
oh, wholeheartedly.
Again, wish I didn't spend my action surge on Karen. But you know what? Punching a Karen's head clear out of the arena.
right?
That was worth it. That was so worth it.
You've gotten, what, 4 nat 20s this
That-
session?
Yeah, no, your nat 20s
Yeah, that's
are
'cause
on
I
a
reckless
roll.
attack. It's a main feature of barbarians. Get advantage every time.
Yeah, but they also get advantage on you.
They would if I wasn't also shifted.
Are we ready to proceed?
Yep.
I mean, I guess.
Certainly.
Alright, so starting things off this lovely round of combat is Queen Winter Demoro herself. Your Majesty, since you have decided to join us. Nope. I misspoke. Frankie. Frankie is actually kicking things off. However,
And
Oh, I
rolled
started
a
sweating a
20
little
for my
bit.
Initiative.
we was filled in. I wasn't paying attention because I had an emergency set up a thing. I was not as prepared as I should have been. Your Majesty, since you have joined to fight us, while you can, if you would like, feel free to hold back as well. So, for clarity,
Absolutely. I'm just here to make sure that you revive anyone you decide to kill in
but
my
of
city.
course, clarity, y'all. I'm essentially saying that because she is the queen, she can choose to completely forego her turn in its entirety.
Okay, so
Okay.
so we're mainly trying to kill Marcus right now.
You got to be the last
At
one
least
standing.
Oh, among all of us?
When the queen says that,
You can investigate or insight. Marcus.
I'd like to insight Marcus.
I'll also insight Marcus.
We'll do it as well.
10.
17.
Yes,
11.
20. 26.
Okay. Oh, I was going to roll a deception in response, but since we had a lovely nat 20, y'all gather that Marcus intends to not let a single one of you out alive.
Hmm.
Okay.
Marcus is very disappointed with how things planned out.
That we
So-
kept winning?
That it was not as much of a spectacle as he had told Queen
We should
Winter
have
it was
brought
going
better
to be.
monsters.
Right? He
This
just
man,
invited a
uh,
bunch of people to hit
So,
things. That's what we've done.
This is Marcus stepping it up.
This
Reputation
man-
with
Oh, yeah.
the people of Douglas, the royal family, and the sinner are all at stake here. So he is like going to attempt to kill you all. So Frankie, Rob.
You could try. Alright, how far away is he from me?
At this point, Marcus is about 40 feet from you.
So I'm gonna teleport 30 feet to him, and then I'm gonna walk the 10 feet, and I'm gonna crack him straight across the dome with the baseball bat.
Okay. Roll to hit. 14.
It's a
does not
14 hit. Cool. So I'm going to use it as a juke and like a psych. Like you thought I was gonna crack you from the right side, but instead I'm gonna crack you in the rib cage coming from the left. I'm gonna swing for his guts on the left with the
roll
dildo bat.
24.
There's a
indeed
24 hit. That's 11 dildo damage.
hits. That is my new favorite phrase. Can someone drop that into Vitore quotes, please? Glorious.
Yeah, I gotcha.
What else have you got for Marcus?
At this moment in time, nothing because I used my bonus action to.
Okay. Following Marcus, going to be Queen Winter. Want to do something, or you want to pass?
So I'm going to take a defensive stance with my barbed spear and basically keep an eye, and I would like to hold action. If somebody gets downed, I would like to signal for the white cloaked god to scoop them up and get them out of the way so they can get healed.
Sounds perfect. Got anything else you want to hit us with?
Nope, that's it.
Up next is going.
I respect the value you place on human life, Queen.
Up next is going to be Marcus. Now, Pinky, you, friend, I honestly expected more from you. Let's see. So Marcus is going to pull out his longsword, take a swing at you. An 18 hit.
Ooh.
My bad,
Yeah.
I can't math. 27.
Right,
Is
it's-
a 27 hit?
27
fuck?
hit.
Just looking at the die you have to add on there. Yeah, okay. So I rolled the wrong one. Let me get over here and do that again. Okay, that's going to be 10 slashing damage. Oh, cool.
Half to
So,
5.
Marcus here. Marcus gets 3 attacks in combat. So he's going to come back around with another swing of the longsword. 16 hit. Oh, okay.
No.
Having missed, Marcus is going to jump backwards. And as he is jumping backwards and his feet touch the ground again, he's going to hit you with Firebolt.
Is this a disengage?
Retreating and then attacking. His third attack.
Do I get an attack of opportunity since he's
Sure.
leaving my threatened square? Hell yeah. Can I nut tap him with the dildo bat?
Roll for it.
The most important swing of my life,
And
and it's a
you
15.
did not succeed. So after
Don't worry, Frankie. Even I would struggle to hit such a small target.
You're right. It's not
so
there
we've
in the
got
first place.
jokes. And that's when he hits you with the fireball. It's a 14 hit.
No.
Marcus's aim was off, and he just completely fucking.
It looks like your aim's a joke
Well-
too, bud. Sorry, I can't hear you over the firebolt that just kind of launched past me.
You have a point, Marcus.
I am your
I thought you were better
majesty.
than this.
Just a little.
I'm
out
gonna
of
have
practice.
to agree with the queen.
We'll see.
That's
And
what they
that
all
is going
say.
to bring us to Samson.
How far is Marcus away from me?
Oh, Marcus was originally, how far did I say? 40 feet? 60 40 feet?
Yeah, 40
Okay,
feet from where I was.
Alright, I can move up to him, and then I'm going to reckless attack, swing at him twice.
Okay.
20 to hit,
That one hits.
and another nat 20.
God damn it, Quincy.
That one
Taylor,
hits well.
stop it.
So I'll roll damage for my regular attack using one of my superiority dice. That is, let's see, 17 regular damage, and then, or bludgeoning damage, I should say, and then 4 force damage. So a total of 21 if he's not resistant to bludgeoning. And then he needs to make a DC 17 Wisdom saving throw.
Hold up. You said how much damage you pull? Was that 21?
21.
And not wisdom. That was a fail.
So he has disadvantage on attacking anyone other than me. Do you want me to roll the D100 for the crit? Okay, 6. Little disappointing, but that's okay.
All right. What else you got for us?
That is my entire turn. He comes at him, and he, just with a rolling right hook, followed by a twist of his torso, and a uppercut right to the liver.
You hit him hard. Marcus felt it. Does his best to keep his composure, but you can tell he definitely felt it. Right, that's going to bring us up to Dr. Bisman Clay.
So I'm within 50 feet, yes? Alright. I'm going to move 30 feet up as my action. Actually, as my bonus action, I'm going to cast at 2nd level Branding Smite. And I have concentration for up to a minute, and upon a successful attack, I will deal an extra 2d6 radiant damage, plus 8 since I cast it at 1 level higher. My sword, as I rub my hand across it, glows with a radiant orange light. And I approach slowly, calmly. Then, for my action, I shall cast a 1st level command on Marcus. I point 2 fingers at Marcus and I say, "These games, if they have not been a spectacle, it is only the fault of you. You must understand that you chose us. And if we won't play ball, that is on your hands. And so now I would only suggest that you grovel to your queen." The key word was grovel. He must, yeah, I imagine. So he has to make a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw or go prone.
It'd be an 18.
Well, that will be a success for him.
What else you got, Doc?
Well, that was my movement, action, and bonus action. So that's all I got, Doc.
Kyle, you're up.
Kyle's gonna quickly make his way over. And we are going to punch him. Oh, that's not. Okay. We're going to punch and do flurry of blows with 1 key point. So we get 4 hits up in there. Maybe. We hope. You know, not at that rate we don't. It's getting worse, guys. Let's try and... I need it to roll once more. Okay. So we have a 15, a 13, 20,
The
and
first
26.
2 miss, but the last 2 hit.
Yep. Alright, so we're gonna do a little whoop. And a whoop. That's 14 damage, and I'm also going to spend 1 more key point to make it a stunning strike. So the target has to succeed a Constitution saving throw or be stunned until the end of my next turn.
What was the requirement?
Oh, 4.
Marcus is successfully stunned.
Yes, until the end of Kyle's next turn. Love it. Kyle's just power proposing over Marcus right now.
We'll all get a tasty
next
hit
to
on him now.
Does
Next to Marcus while he's stunned.
can someone stunned still be able to speak?
Falteringly.
Can't move and can speak only falteringly.
Yeah, but
Yes.
not to the point where like he can cast spells or anything.
Right, of course.
Is what that means by that.
Kyle, you got anything else? Okay.
No.
Back up to Frankie.
Alright, so after making a few jokes on him, I'm gonna take the dildo bat and I'm gonna try and nut tap him again.
You get advantage.
Excellent. That's a nat 20, baby.
Yes!
This is the nut tap from hell.
Gosh.
hit
A
me
little
with
more
the
than a
D100.
tap in the nuts. Like,
Hit me
holy
with it.
crap.
87.
Oh, yeah.
This is the nut tap from hell.
Oh, no.
Nut tap for 5,000.
Hit us with a description.
Alright, so I'm gonna roll damage first, because I have an ability that happens when I roll a 20.
Oh?
Isn't your damage the 80
Yeah,
something?
the 87.
Oh,
Yep.
the percentile was the 87?
That's your
Oh.
damage.
So pretty much what you guys see Frankie wind up, and as he goes to wind up, he swings from underneath and hits this man straight on. It's like the X-ray and like you can see everything just kind of crush. And as you see this man crushed, like his soul leave his body from the amount of pain he's about to experience, he gets sent flying 30 feet into the air.
Oh boy.
Yes, Frankie, demasculate this patron of toxic masculinity.
I'm assuming he cannot make, or no, he can move the full distance of 30 feet.
You what?
So my ability is called Home Run. When I roll a 20 on my attack roll with this magic weapon, or reduce a creature to 0 hit points, I may send the target flying into the air. I push the target up to 30 feet away. If the target cannot move the full distance, then the target takes falling damage for every 10 feet the target did not move. If the target is larger or smaller, it must make a strength saving throw, or be knocked prone.
He would auto fail the saving throw because he's stunned.
Yeah.
So you see this man get nut tapped, fly 30 feet into the air, and just fall prone on the ground.
Love it. Marcus is in so much fucking pain. Like, he is screaming and crying in agony.
Then as a bonus action, I'm gonna teleport 30 feet to him, and I'm gonna schwack him in the nuts
No.
again.
Give the
And I
man
believe
some
this is a
big-
critical
No,
because he's
it's
prone.
not a critical. He's not paralyzed, but
Or-
It's advantage with prone, isn't it? Yeah.
you
You still have advantage on the attack, so.
It's a 22 hit. That's 7 more Nard damage. I just ended a whole
This
bloodline.
man will likely never have children again. There will not be a Marcus the.
This is ending at the
There will not be a
27th.
Marcus the 28th.
I mean, really, he wouldn't have. You really would have been kind of a shitty dad.
And then Frankie just wants to lean down, pat him on the shoulder, and say,
Frankie,
"You had this coming to you, pal."
who do you think has your gold?
Well, you see, the last one standing can't be you, and to be honest, I'm just here to promote the sport of Mashbat, so you know.
Nothing if I die.
That's one hell of a promotion.
And
Kyle
you get
yells from away.
and you get no kids, so I see this as a win-win in my book.
About your friend there with children.
Yeah, I mean, he's got kids, but how does that... I mean, even if I did win, you know, I'd still probably give the gold to him anyway. Like I said, I'm just here to just promote Mashbat. I'm here as a volunteer.
If I die.
Well, I'm assuming still us. I mean, you're gonna get healed anyway.
So
Pretty sure the queen isn't gonna let you die.
Marcus is.
Yeah, I mean, after that
is
nut tap from hell.
He's not coming back from. If Marcus dies, he's not coming back from.
Oh.
So, the point Marcus is trying to make is that if you kill him right now, who gives the winner the gold?
Oh, I have a plan for this one. I'm gonna pick him up by the collar of his shirt and lift him straight up, so we're eye level. I'm gonna look him dead in his beady 27th eyes, and I'm gonna say, if you don't want another nut tap from hell, bud, I recommend you give us the gold, split between the 4 of us, and we walk out of here. I want to
Roll
intimidate
for
him.
Intimidation.
Do I get advantage because of the nut tap?
Yeah,
of
why
hell?
not?
24.
So Marcus, all his pain, still thinks that he can successfully charm his way out of this. So he's gonna respond with a charisma saving successfully. Okay.
You beat it.
Heal.
That's what I thought. And I put him down on the ground.
Marcus is going to.
So fast, Marcus. Gods, get him out of here.
Gold, Your Majesty. It deals a deal. I have to.
I
I
know. I know. Get him out of here. You'll get your gold. All of you.
Well,
Yeah.
will his nuts get fixed?
Most.
I have restoration. I could possibly do something about that.
No.
Look at this.
Actually,
Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Okay.
I offer you this. I can give you what he was going to give you, split between all of you all. Or, if you all collectively can best me, I'll triple it.
And while the queen is pitching this
Friends.
to you, you can hear Marcus wailing in the background, begging to be spared, attempting a fast one on the queen and all of Douglas.
Queen, are you going to kill him?
No. He's going to get healed up just fine.
I don't know if there's coming back from that, boss.
Well, friends, I think I have faith in our brotherhood here, and he's going to like flex really hard.
So you want to challenge the queen?
Hoping his shirtless
Are
brothers
you
will
attempting
do it.
to intimidate the queen?
You know what? That was more of a persuasion check to everyone else, and I don't want to roll persuasion on other PCs, but since you're giving me the option, I will gladly roll an intimidation check on the queen.
Can Kyle help by flexing beside him?
Yeah, can we just all flex to give the doctor advantage?
All flex at the same time.
I'm a plus 11 to intimidation, by the way.
And now you have advantage.
We're all flexing. Frankie just pulled off a nut tap from hell.
Or, you know what? Actually, Samson will not flex. He will just watch. Those three.
Okay, the highest of the two was 19.
That was with your plus 11?
Yeah, it wasn't great. I'm not rolling great tonight, gang.
No, it's
Apparently
fine.
I
It's
stole
the
my
bits.
Good rolls.
Yeah.
I also stole the good roll.
Okay, I burnt them the other night on
Queen of Winter,
Andromeda
would you like
versus
to roll
Novatory.
anything in response to the attempt at intimidation?
Yeah,
That I specifically.
yeah. I'd like to look both of them. I'd like to look at all of them out of the side of my eye while holding the barbed spear across my back, and activate my intimidating presence. Yeah, which they all have to make a wisdom saving throw.
I
The DC
will,
is
Just
17.
for looking at you?
Yep.
I will activate
shit,
my
okay.
boon, which lets me take 2 damage in order to give myself advantage on a roll. Give myself advantage on this.
The DC
That
is
is
17.
Modified 20.
Alright.
No, this is not a spell.
Where's
This is
Past
just an
19.
intimidating presence.
God damn, 14.
Okay.
So basically, anyone who got less than a 17 is now frightened until the end of my next turn.
Oh, I have something against being frightened.
You can, as an action, end Charm or Frighten. That's like on your turn as an action.
Okay.
Yes, I have my stillness of mind.
Okay.
I think even like just feeling the queen's pressure, their ryatsu, as it would be in Bleach.
Kyle
Yeah.
doesn't want to fight.
Yeah. I think Samson's like, I'm fine with the golds.
2,500 is a lot of gold.
I mean, it's a start. It's a start.
I will trust my brothers.
And canonically,
Yeah,
speaking-
I think we should
canonically
split the
speaking,
gold.
I need to, get on. I need to get on the ship, but what am I saying? And he just
If you-
waves his head like,
No matter. If you lose, you still get to keep your gold. This is just a chance to triple it.
Nah, yeah. I gotta repair my mash bat joysy.
You know, I think fighting the queen in front of the people isn't really good for the vibes I'm trying to project.
I look to the queen and I say, Your Majesty, does the deal that you had made with Samson originally still stand for him now?
Yes.
Well, then I imagine we should be happy with
And
what we've
with
gotten.
that, we'll hear a loud pop. And behind all of you, sitting on the edge of the wall stadium that separates the rows and rows of spectators from the pit that makes up the stadium floor, you'll see a bizarrely dressed figure. Somewhat humanoid, in an overly enthusiastic voice. Well, folks, wasn't that quite a disappointment? But thanks to Queen Winter, we got some excitement. So, Queen, over here, Madam, Queen, Your Majesty, hi, hello. Fabulous, Queen Winter, fabulous. And might I just say, you look absolutely ravishing this evening. Now, which of these fighters was your favorite?
I think I'd have to give that to
Frankie,
Frankie.
congratulations, my boy. You did wonderful. I'm sure your family would be proud. Now, Your Majesty, I must ask, who was your least favorite? Good,
probably Marcus.
that he
A little bit
was.
unenthusiastic.
Give him a nice stab for me when you see him next, eh? Alrighty, thank you so
Will
much,
do,
Your
will
Majesty.
do.
Champions, I hope you enjoy yourselves with all this gold you have received. Fine folks of Douglas, thank you all for coming out tonight, and I will see you last Tuesday.